Hello, today we're going to make some ABC muffins ready for our kids' school lunch boxes. I've got Mia with me here cooking. So we've pulled up the recipe on Cookie Doo and press start. Yep, preheat the oven, which you can do now. ABC stands for apple, banana, and carrot. So really nice, healthy, nutritious muffins ready for our school lunch box, which will be healthy, pretty cheap to make, and tasty, like yum, compared to buying, pre-bought muffins or muesli bars, things like that. It's also much cheaper just to make your own, and then you know what's in them, no additives or anything like that, and using fresh ingredients, as you can see. So the first ingredients that go in are our carrot and apple. We put our lid on, and we're just going to give them a chop before we add the rest of our ingredients. So that was a few seconds to chop. We'll scrape down the sides. Give it a little scrape. I'm going to cut up the banana into just a few pieces. Yep, that'll do. So in goes everything else. So the banana, and press next. We've got 170 grams of self-raising flour. What I normally do when I'm scooping from the tub, is have my lid there so that it doesn't spill on the bench as I'm making my way to the Thermomix. Keep going. You're right. I'm watching. I've blocked her way to see the scales. Keep going. All of it. And then, no, it won't be all of that, but okay, have a look. And very convenient that the scales are in 1 gram increments in the Thermomix TM6. You don't need to use measure cups, just like pour your ingredients straight in from the tub from the pantry. And then we want some rolled oats, so 50 grams. There you go. Yep, that'll do. 49 is pretty good. 2 eggs. You do one, I'll do one. What next? Some maple syrup. So that's a nice healthy sweetener that we're using here. And you could use honey as well, or rice malt syrup, whatever sweetener you like to use. If you were using sugar, the texture of this would be completely different though, so check about that. And you can reduce it if you want to. I always think try the recipe the way it is the first time, and if you think you could go less sweetener to be a bit healthier, you can, or if your family likes it sweet, do a bit more. We're putting in 100 grams of Greek style natural yogurt. I'm being bumped out of the way. Yeah, that's good. And then it should ask for some vanilla. Oh, oil. I'll be back. Put in yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I wasn't ready with the oil. That was my fault. Are you going to be careful while you pour this in? Want me to do that one? I went a bit over. Just a nice giant tub of olive oil. Okay, now it's going to ask for our vanilla, which I make in the Thermomix. There's a recipe called Vanilla Paste on Cookie Doo. And it just is so beautiful. It's so much cheaper than buying vanilla, but it tastes delicious. And I just buy my vanilla beans online. And yeah, make the vanilla paste, which fits in a giant Vegemite jar in the fridge for months until you use it all. Mia licking the spoon there because we all love vanilla. Okay, press next. That's everything. So now the lid goes on and we mix all the ingredients together for 3 seconds on speed 4. So that's it. It says divide evenly between a 12 muffin tray. You can use paper to, oh, it needs a scrape. You can use paper and form it fancily so that it's like nicely standing up into muffins. But I've got silicone muffin liners that I like to use, which are just reusable and washable. You're going to do it again. So anytime you're not happy with the Thermomix's mix, normally it does it all quite well. But if you're not, you can press the back button up here and go again. So we wanted another 3 seconds. Look better? Okay, let's get it in our muffin tray. Do you want me to do that part? I'm actually going to pause the video there because it's not very interesting to watch. So we've just filled our muffin tray. I actually had enough to get 16 muffins, and the last step you do on top is to sprinkle a tablespoon of some granola so that you've got that crunchy top. I'm just using one that's called strawberry and seed, but you can make your own granola or use whatever one you want. If it's going to school, you may want to check, obviously, you know, if about being nut-free, check that your granola is nut-free as well. That's the only thing to check. And then these bake in an oven at 200 degrees for 5 minutes. Then you're going to turn down the temp to 180 and bake for a further 20 minutes. Test if they're ready, insert a skewer, or I actually prefer to do where you push down gently and then if it springs back it's ready. If it stays swapped down it's not ready. That's my personal test. And then they'll be allowed to cool in the tin for 1 to 2 minutes and then place on a wire rack to cool. So we'll show you what they look like when they're done. So the muffins are ready. They've come out of the oven. They've cooled down on the cooling rack. We've cut one in half to show you what it looks like. Mia's going to be my taste tester. Look how pretty they are. I was thinking, like, if you want to vary this, you could add cinnamon or other spices. You can change it around to be whatever you want. And how is it?
Yummy.
Nice muffins ready for the lunchbox. Enjoy.